Welcome, Reiki 101, Class 8, Session 8. It's the last one. Come on in, get settled, get a little zen. I'm just going to do some meditation music while everybody gathers and jumps on together. Grab some water. I'll be right back. Everybody gets on. Hoping to get the audio, the class head meditation track up very soon where you can download it. This is the Zen Garden at the Beehive here in Southern California. It's what I call my friendager, manager, Bianca. I call her house like the Beehive. It's our central kind of meeting place and going forth place. It's just this beautiful, magical energy that my wonderful sister has, soul sister in love, has created. Sometimes I have to make the distinction because I have 4 other birth sisters, so I'm gonna do that. I wonder if I can raise this up a little bit. Nope. Got our awesome speaker from our donors here. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Thank you to everyone who's participating in the class with your energy and your love and your light. Thank you if you've been able to make a financial donation contribution, that's fantastic and helps support the work and the growth of MemPhoenix as a ministry. Thank you so much. If your contribution is love of yourself and your neighbor, if your contribution is doing Reiki for yourself and those in your family, you know, whatever that is, it's not always the money that makes the difference, you know. That's been a beautiful lesson for me out here in every time I come out to California, is just developing more love and trust. Just sharing the class link to the MemPhoenix site and on the MemPhoenix page, well, our group page, the Reiki 101 page. And I'm so used to the camera being over on this side, and now it's on this side because I don't know why I did it, but that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Well, that's just the way it is. Oh, yes. Love, thy will be done. I can no longer hide. I can no longer run, no longer. Love, thy will be done. Thy will be done. Oh, love, thy will be done. Ooh, ooh. Hi, how are you, Miss Sadie Mae? Thank you. Hey, Elizabeth. Let's see. Requests to be in the broadcast. Oops, sorry about that. So, if you'd like to come on camera and talk about your Reiki experience so far, any questions you've got, I'm going to go ahead and, since we've got some people asking to be on the stream, that's never happened before. It's awesome. I'll start with Sister Crystal Griffin. It's gonna be wonderful. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it slip away. It's a beautiful day. Ooh, oh, touch me. Take me to another place. Reach me. Let it feel alone in space. There we go. That's a little better. So I had to wait till the speaker could turn off. Hopefully, there we go. I couldn't get Crystal on, not sure. Hey, Miss Juan, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love and honor everybody. Okay, so I gotta grab the mosquito spray. 1 second. It's a repellent, not a chemical. This is a handmade, homemade spray that Bianca whipped up for our backyard concert over the weekend. Ironically, it was freezing. Well, not freezing, but it was pretty chilly out here. Very uncharacteristic of Southern California. There we go. And it was supposed to be a pool party, and we had all of these great, activities planned to be out there by the fish pond, and the weather was like, no, y'all can jump in there if you want to, but we're just gonna stay chilly. Like, my hair decided to stay wet today, we just gotta roll with punches. Whatever's coming up was going down. Got to get up to get down. All right, so let me see. Try one more time. Well, with Crystal, Miss Sadie Mae Jenkins. Let's see if we can get anybody on. I'm not sure. Couldn't get Crystal on before. Miss Jenice. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if it's popping up because you guys were sending a request to be on the video, or I don't know if it's just doing it because it wants to. Eula, hello love, all the way from Memphis. So I'll probably be home in Memphis again the first weekend in July, waiting to see about that. Oh, come on. Now I can't get the Reiki manual to come up. That's just the way it is. Technology. It's such a wonderful thing. It connects you and connects me, and then it kind of falls by the wayside when we're ready to count on it for the, right thing, this thing or that thing. Anyway, Class 8, Session 8. So while I'm trying to get this together, let me tell you about the attunement process. So if you haven't joined us before and know what attunements are, it's the transfer of energy from the Reiki master to the Reiki student, giving you access to higher and higher levels of energy and the ability to practice and transmit that energy yourself. And that's specifically within the practice of Reiki, but the feeling the energy and using the energy for healing purposes and for enlightenment and self-enlightenment, it is the energy that exists within us and around us and is all things. So for me personally, that's God's source energy, universal life force energy, as we call it in Reiki. And so that attunement for the system of Reiki enables you to start utilizing it yourself. And today I'm going to do an attunement once we get to the end of the manual, if I can get it to go ahead and come up. Once we get to the end of the manual, on I'll do an attunement for anyone who's welcoming and receiving and wants to receive that level 1 attunement to begin the ability to utilize and transfer Reiki energy in person and with animals. And if you would like to be officially certified as a MemPhoenix Reiki practitioner, you can schedule a direct session with me. I'll just ask a few questions, see what your knowledge is based on the series and the manual, and then send you your certificate. I'm really kind of proud of those certificates. They've been something I designed and created myself. There we go. Come on. Hey. You can do it. You can open the little tablet. You can do it. Yeah, so there was something I designed myself, and for this class, something that came in as I was meditating this morning was to offer people hard copies. So up till now, my students have gotten a digital copy of their certificate, but to now start sending out hard copies that I can paint on and emboss and just kind of give them that extra Reiki spiritual juice and send it out to you in the world. Thy will be done. And so that song that I was just singing, Love Thy Will Be Done, the first time I remember hearing it was when I received it from Crystal a few months ago, leading up to the Justice Rally in DC. And it's been one of the most beautiful meditation tools to hear Prince's voice carrying that sacred energy. If you get a chance, definitely listen to it. Take it, into meditations with you. I just really want to be outside, even with the the mosquitoes. Hey, we got more people joining. Hey, Sherry for Shay, what's up? Hi. So TK, getting lots of wonderful, wonderful people on with us today. So last week we started to go over the chakras, and that was on page 31 through 33. Something we didn't get to was the transpersonal chakras. And that's the thymus and the etheric heart in the upper chest, and that governs compassion and inner peace and connection to the world soul, or the soul of the world. If you've read Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist, one of the central themes there is connecting to the soul of the world, and it's a really beautiful book. But connecting with the soul of the world is an exercise that's very healing. Some people feel that when you do a meditation that sends your energy down through your body into the earth, finding the heart and the core of the earth, that taps into that essential Mother Earth energy, and that you can root and kind of tie off a root or a chain to that energy, and then pull it up through the earth, through your body, and then again to the sky. So essentially you become a vessel that's connecting heaven and earth. And I love using that in Reiki. She talks about the soul star being the chakra just above the head, bringing in spiritual energy from the spiritual core, and that it helps us connect with spiritual energy and information, and that the earth star is about a foot below your feet in the earth, or if you're laying horizontal, a foot out from your feet. It's very important to develop the soul star and the earth star simultaneously, and the Tantien or Hera are located about 2 finger widths below the navel on most people, as a vital center for connection and storage of vital energies. So talking about that in the chakra system that we're familiar with, that would be your second chakra, your creativity chakra, which is usually a very bright, shiny orange color. So the most important evolution happening at this time in the energy body is the unification of the chakra functions. All chakras, meaning energy points, are beginning to work together much more than they have in the past. Reiki treatments and attunements will help with harmonizing your chakras. Then she gets into talking about energy balls and other non-Reiki exercises. So for me, I was taught energy balls as an incorporated part of my Reiki training and Reiki practice, but I learned over time that some people felt that it was a separate practice, and Peggy's one of those teachers. However, using Reiki balls using energy balls in treatment is very powerful, and I've had several clients in person tell me that they felt even more of a charge of Reiki energy when I was working with energy balls, or with my hands just above, or sometimes even a foot above their bodies, that they could feel the transference of energy. Sometimes they felt as though there were 3 people working on them at one time. So talking about treatment with the energy balls, which we've already covered in the first 2 classes, and moving on to sensing the energy. So the more that you begin to practice and work with the energy, as I said, the more you'll begin to be able to feel it in yourself and in others, and you'll sense that biosyn, the feedback of the body, when there's something that you need to work with. So look for tingles in your hands as you're moving across yourself or whoever you're treating, sensations of cold, of heat, of pressure. Sometimes it'll feel like there's kind of a thickness that you can't quite move through, so instead of moving on and pushing through, stop and give that area more love and attention and focus, and really listen and tune into your body and your sensations and what messages you may be getting. So sometimes you're going to get some intuitive awakenings, intuitive messages about what's happening with your client. Other times it's and that those intuitive messages can be about their past, their present, or their future, people involved in their lives, something that they may be worrying about and kind of carrying with them. And sometimes it's about things that are going on with their physical body quite often, and you'll start to get feedback that maybe they'd like to talk to their doctor about looking at an arm or shoulder, or their heart, appendix, a general area of the body, if you don't necessarily know all of the organs, because you don't really need to, but you get a feeling that something happening in their lower right back area, and because Reiki's not the medical practice, it's the healing practice that brings you closer to wholeness, and so it's going to attract things into your life and into the lives of your clients that help to achieve that wholeness, not necessarily creating instant healing in that moment. And the more that you practice, the more that your clients receive sessions, the more benefit you'll see, the more you'll start to see that progress rolling. It's very rare that I work with someone and they feel a large improvement within the first session. More often, they can feel and sense the energy in that first session, or just with the touch of my hands, but it's not the instant healing. And there is a saying that the days of instant healing are over, and I think Abigail Noel even said something to that effect, that the days of the instant healing where someone outside of yourself would do the work and do the healing for you are gone, and now we have to do the work ourselves and build ourselves up, which is the focus of the practice of Reiki, is that self-enlightenment and growth, bringing yourself into closer alignment with source energy, with God energy, with universal life force energy. All right, so as you're sensing energy, you can begin to kind of feel and fluff and manipulate the aura of yourself or the person you're working on. And sometimes when you run into those biosins, those blocks or kind of dense areas, it may feel like you can start to pull those things out. You may be able to pull shadows or toxins. Feel like you're energetically pulling those out of the person that you're working on. And so you want to visualize your energy flowing through. And what you'd want to do, especially if it's dark, sticky, or heavy, you want that to be transmuted and alchemized. So whatever your highest self is, whatever your spiritual belief is for, or if you have none, then you'd want to direct the Reiki energy or something like the violet flame into cleansing and transmuting and flipping that energy from dark to light, kind of slowly transmuting it. Otherwise, you're going to kind of have it sticking with you. And that's where you get into things like people have been talking a lot lately about psychic attacks or entities attaching themselves to you, energies attaching themselves to you. And so it's not necessarily going into talking about something like ghosts, Ghostbusters, but this actual measurable physical energy that we, debris that we pick up from other people and from the clients that we work with. And so that's another reason that you want to cleanse yourself as you're practicing, and cleanse yourself before and after doing a session, and then to also cleanse your client and then seal their energy once you're finished. Let's see. So there's an exercise that you can do to help speed up healing from injuries, and that is to visualize yourself or to visualize with a client going back to the scene of that accident or however that injury happened, create it as clearly as possible, and then you begin to charge that situation with Reiki energy. You begin to kind of cleanse and wash and transmute it to soften the blow of that injury, and then as you move forward in time, visualizing that it's that healing is happening rapidly and quickly, and that it is happening for your highest good. Ask to receive whatever lessons or blessings come from that encounter, that episode, that injury. Yeah. Talking about rainbow baths. So running colors, visualizing bathing in colored light is another common way to clear and revitalize your energy field. In addition to gold light, any and all of the spectrum of colors can be used, or fine filaments of rainbow crystalline light, as well as running Reiki into your bath water. You can Reiki your shoes, your bed, your massage table, your phone. I quite often charge my devices with Reiki energy to help them work better. This particular tablet has been dropped. I'm not even going to say, but it's kind of a miracle that it's still intact. That it's here in one piece and continuing to work and function. And thinking about it, all of our electronics are, they run on energy. Electricity is simply energy. And so you want to acknowledge where you see that happening, where you see currents of electricity or energy flowing, and recognize the power and the interconnectedness of all things, and then realize that you yourself are the most magnificent electrical system, wiring system, the most incredible machine ever created. and to honor that. So before I send out the attunements, because that was the rainbow light was the end of the Reiki Level 1 manual, I'm going to send a Reiki healing to everyone on the session and anyone who chooses to take this class going forward. Uh-oh, lost my train of thought. Where is it? I had one more thing to say about colors and running colors. Many people will use specific colors for specific things, which is a great practice. However, something that I had kind of been feeling and was confirmed when I did some brief study with Dr. Carl Smith at Golden Earth Herbs was that limiting yourself to one color or another kind of just limits you, period. When you allow yourself to open up to whatever colors come up for you, whatever colors happen to come up in that day, you're allowing yourself to be open to whatever energies God is, or universal life force energy is guiding you towards. Gold is a fantastic. It's kind of like the gold standard, the best feeling energy, and it's one that you want to kind of save for yourself and finishing your clients. I've had several people ask about cord cutting. I've done several cord cutting sessions as a Reiki practitioner, which is just helping to dissolve some of the energy attachments that we grow between people, especially in romantic relationships. Those ties cannot be completely severed because quite often they exist outside of our time-space reality. If you believe in reincarnation, they exist, over several lifetimes. When you're going through the process of cutting cords and separating those energies, especially if you're separating from a negative situation or a negative or a painful, hurtful person, using colors like gold to help heal and seal yourself, and a color like red to seal and defend that other side, gives you some very clear visual mental boundaries. Gold being something that we love, red being a warning, and of course the quintessential stop color. And so painting that cord, that attachment space with red gives you both an energetic and a mental push to help remove that energy from your space. Phyllis just asked if I'm redoing Reiki 101 in its entirety. Another time, I definitely want to redo this class. I'm going to keep this video series, this first series, available to people, but I would like to, to do a better, more coherent job next time. But I can tell that this is going to be something that I'm going to do at least annually, like once a year, do Reiki 101. But soon I'm going to be moving on, and we're going to do level 2. Then, of course, the next class that's coming up, though, is going to be Joy's Way. And then we've got an aura class and a chakra class coming up. So those are going to be quite a bit of fun. And let's see, I guess it's time to move on to today's Reiki treatment. So just get yourself comfortable and at ease, whatever that is for you. If it's sitting cross-legged with your legs out, whatever brings you the most grounding and centered connectedness. Just for today, I release worry. Just for today, I release anger. Just for today, I am kind. No, appreciative. I start to forget. I'm grateful and appreciative. Just for today, I work and pray diligently. Just for today, I show loving kindness to every living creature, beginning with myself. Just for today, I release worry. Just for today, I release anger. Just for today, I'm grateful and appreciative. Just for today, I work and pray diligently. Just for today, I show loving kindness to every living creature, including myself. Just for today, I release worry. Just for today, I release anger. Just for today, I am grateful and appreciative. Just for today, I work and pray diligently. Just for today, I show loving kindness to every living creature, including myself. Now, you don't have to do Reiki Sansho out loud when you're giving a treatment to other people. I want to speak it so that it helps you to know what I'm doing in practice and help you to develop your own. Charging my hands with the Chokure symbol, the first symbol of Reiki, which is the power symbol. And it's placing the power of the universe here. And then cleansing my energy. Divine healing Reiki energy flow through me. Divine healing Reiki energy flow through me. Divine healing Reiki energy flow through me. Ask for healing for myself and for my students on all levels of being, for the highest good of all. So just moving through each of the hand positions, charging the entire body with Reiki energy. Phyllis is asking to do one-on-one attunement at a later date. It's absolutely possible. Hi, Uncle Lish, Uncle Pete. Yes, Phyllis, absolutely possible. So right now, still just sending a general Reiki energy healing to everyone. And that healing, again, being wholeness, returning to oneness, to our original state of being. Which is tapping into the wellness that is always flowing and always available from our divine source energy, from universal life force energy. Now sending the Level One Attunement to all who wish to receive this evening. Sending forth the energy of the power symbol, universal life force energy, and of the emotional healing symbol. The power symbol being Chokure, and the emotional healing symbol being Seiheki, and the distance healing symbol, which you'll learn in 3rd degree Reiki, Honseize Shonin, which is healing across time and space. Ask that these attunements be sent to all who wish to receive, who wish to begin to practice Reiki Level 1. Activating the master symbol. Namaste, friends. That simply means the divine light in me honors the divine light in you. Hey, Sam, what's going on? I'd like to do a little music for you tonight. Personal version of the best Reiki energy. I don't believe I've been able to introduce this guitar to you before. This is Mai Tai. And she's a rescue, actually. My uncle found it in a trash can and brought it to me. It was a bit battered and bruised. Okay. So, another round of mosquito spray. Seems to be in order. And I painted it myself, actually.
To spend
of the day that we met, and I say yes. I've been waiting, patiently waiting, and yes, I've been waiting, exquisitely waiting, and yes, I've been waiting, patiently waiting for you, for you. I say yes, yes, dear. Hi, thank you so much for joining. Hey, cousin Jenny, what's up? Love and honor and appreciation, everybody, for being with me on this wonderful, incredible 8 weeks. Thanks to everybody that's reached out for private individual sessions. And again, if you're ready for your attunement, please let me know. We'll schedule a one-on-one session. You can find the scheduler at my website, MemPhoenix.org, and the link is posted in the Reiki 101 group chat, and I'll also post it again here on the feed. And I think that's it for the evening, unless anyone has any questions or would like any more feedback, any special healing requests that you'd like the group to send healing energy towards, please let me know. So I often have crystals that have been gifted to me, so I've got a few hanging out with me today. This one was actually one of the first ones that I purchased. It's a huge quartz crystal, which just kind of helps to ground and charge your energy for whatever purposes you choose. And I like to, if I can, reuse crystals and cleanse and charge them so that we're not continually mining and digging into Mother Earth and pulling out all of the good stuff that's meant to stay in the earth to help kind of keep the engine, running, keep the motor running here on spaceship Earth. And then my wonderful, amazing citrine from Bianca by way of Prince Rogers Nelson. That was an interesting occurrence. And of course, just more clear crystal quartz, and this is a crystal point, which can be very useful in helping to release trapped energy from the body. Any crystal with a point on it, I found, especially if I have a point of pain, spot of pain, taking it and pointing it out away from the body, it's like a tapping and releasing. So it's got a really wonderful effect if you're interested in playing around with crystal energy. I don't see any more questions or anything popping up, so I'm going to say goodnight and thank you again. Love and honor for your patience with me through this process, and look forward to speaking with you soon. Peace.